Personal identity depends on consciousness, not on substance. One unerring mark of the love of truth is not entertaining any proposition with greater assurance than the proofs it is built upon will warrant. New opinions are always suspected, and usually opposed, without any other reason but because they are not common. The only defense against the world is a thorough knowledge of it. The most precious of all possessions is power over ourselves. Few men think, yet all will have opinions. Hence men's opinions are superficial and confused. We are like chameleons. We take our hue and the color of our moral character from those who are around us. Reverie is when ideas float in our mind without reflection or regard of the understanding. Fortitude is the guard and support of the other virtues. Man being, as has been said, by nature, all free, equal and independent, no one can be put out of this estate, and subjected to the political power of another, without his own consent. In transgressing the law of nature, the offender declares himself to live by another rule than that of reason and common equity. Parents wonder why the streams are bitter, when they themselves poison the fountain. Education begins the gentleman, but reading, good company and reflection must finish him. There are 1,000 ways to wealth, but only one way to heaven. There is frequently more to be learned from the unexpected questions of a child than the discourses of men. Being all equal and independent, no one ought to harm another in his life, health, liberty, or possessions. Nothing is in the intellect that was not first in the senses. To love truth for truth's sake is the principal part of human perfection in this world, and the seed plot of all other virtues. No man's knowledge here can go beyond his experience. To prejudge other men's notions before we have looked into them is not to show their darkness but to put out our own eyes. Reading furnishes the mind only with materials of knowledge, it is thinking that makes what we read ours. Our business here is not to know all things, but those which concern our conduct. I have always thought the actions of men the best interpreters of their thoughts.